Hello everyone and welcome back to Little Nightmares 2. Now unfortunately, for some reason my mic audio wasn't recorded, so this is me voicing over after the fact. After I've already recorded this. So you can see we have the hammer and we need to kill these two guys. Now, at least thankfully the bucket did manage to hit the other guy, but unfortunately it did kill us, so we need to try again. Now, I did manage to hit the floorboard and dodge out of the way. Unfortunately, I managed to hit the table with the hammer instead of the boy, so we die. I'm going to save you a bit of time and tell you that it takes me a while, so we're going to skip until I figure it out. Now, I managed to do it this time by hitting the floorboard before it and getting the girl to run over the plank instead. And so that, and I narrowly dodged the bucket, but I managed to kill both of them. And now we can finally move on. So thankfully I have learnt that if you wait until they stop and get ready to pounce to start swinging, then as they move forward, that's when the hammer will swing down and hit them. So you just need to wait until they go to lunge at you before, because if you swing any earlier, you're gonna hit the ground and then they're gonna jump on you. And if you have these, yeah, I did get hit by a bucket here. If you swing any later, you just die. So yeah, so you really should have paid attention to the fact that the floorboard is sticking up like the last one, but this time I have a bit more sense and make sure to dodge out of the way. And here we see 6 hanging up from the thing, so we need to try to kill these two boys to save her. And we fail a few times. Now I did notice I did manage to do a proper jump with the hammer in my hand there, which was interesting, but ultimately we died. So now that we kill them, we just need to destroy the board, and it does end up destroying our hammer, but at least we've saved 6. So yeah, it's great to have 6 back, and I noticed that we were holding hands there for a second. I think if you walk near them and you use like the hold button, so left click, when there's nothing to hold, or you don't need to do the thing where like she gives you a leg up, then you hold hands, which I think is kind of cute. But here we have the piano, and you can see down at the back corner the lever we need to pull. Not the lever, that thing. So at first I assumed that we need to climb up the rope, but I soon realized that no, what we actually need to do is to knock it down. Now, I was very curious as to how that didn't notify anyone. I was fully ready for the heartbeats to sound, for that teacher to come bursting through the door or something, and we had to run. But thankfully, no, nothing happened. So you see here, we need to get the pipe. I mean, I didn't see it at first, but there is a pipe behind that girl that we need to get. So thankfully, 6 gives us a leg up. And she seems to have a key, which we need to get. So 6 goes and jumps into the piano to alert her, which allows us to grab the pipe. And we make it through the door. So yes, first I try to run to the hammer before he gets to us, but unfortunately no, we need to sneak. So at first I thought 6 was going to distract him while I grabbed the hammer. But that turns out to not be necessary. So if you hadn't figured it out already, that is your first hint that this is 6 from the first game. I'm sure you have already noticed the piano that is currently playing, and I'm sure you can take a guess as to who is playing that piano and to where we have to go next. So try climbing up. Unfortunately, there is a box in our way. So we have to jump back down. And make it up a different way. So 6 seems to get the message and gives us a boost. Now, I'm sure you can guess what would happen if we had knocked that box down when the piano wasn't playing. So, of course, the piano player is our favourite teacher friend. So if you look at the room, you can see the lever down there that we need to get, as well as that thing. Originally I assume we need to drop it on her, but no, we instead need to get across to the platform over there. So I go to climb down. I do sneak behind her, but ultimately I think it is unnecessary. I think as long as you don't move when she's not playing, when she's marking off her notes, I think you're grand. I don't think she notices you. Yeah, so you can see as we twist the crank, the platform there is lowering and Six is getting ready to jump across it to the other side. So unfortunately, we can't jump. We can't just jump back up. So we need to pull this little cart over, which somehow, despite being pretty loud, still doesn't alert her. So we managed to pull the cart all the way over, jump on top of it, climb up to the books. And jump over. Now, since she has a long neck, if we were to make any noise at this point, she would definitely notice us, and I would say would be caught almost immediately. So we managed to escape, fall into the bin, and she disappears off. Now, one thing I did notice is that in the previous game, every time we were finished with the monster, we ended up killing them, or at least maiming them. Like with Mr. Longarms, we cut off his arms. And even the first monster in this game, the guy with the sack in his head, we managed to shoot him and kill him. So I was a little bit disappointed that we didn't get to kill our teacher friend. But thankfully, well, not thankfully, she is still alive. So I'm hoping that we will get to meet her at some later point. That she will come back and we will get to finish her off, because she very much deserves it. So at this point I'm screaming at Six to get her hurry up because it's raining. We come across this dumpster and need to get up to the ledge up there. Now, once again, I'll save you a bit of time, and tells me it takes a while to figure out what you have to do. It's really not as difficult as I make it seem. But yes, so you figure out how to push the thing over. And eventually, I figure out that you can just push the cart back and it closes the lid. But yes, I noticed that there is another one of those things that kind of disappear once you try to get a hold of them. And this seems to be a bit of TV static on Mono. I try to give Six the hat, but unfortunately, no. She doesn't want to take it. So anyway, in the next room, we find a little yellow raincoat. So, if you hadn't figured it out at this point, this is directly telling you this is Six. You can hear Six's theme playing now. Or a variation of it at least. And we get the achievement True Colours. Anyway, we make it through the clothes shop and we find another dumpster that we need to climb up on. We push back the board for 6 and we carry on. But yeah, so I do notice that there seems to be a bed here. So I'm really hoping we're not going into, you know, just another orphanage building place, orphanage school, whatever. But yes, we get the achievement that I actually can't read from here. But that basically confirms that we're at the end of the chapter and that we do not have to deal with the teacher, at least for a little while. So I want to thank you all very much for watching, and I'll see you later. Bye!